Grease 2-foot star explains why Michelle Pfeiffer never tempted him on set. When Vivavum Michelle Pfeiffer walked onto the set of Grease 2, Maxwell Caulfield knew he wouldn't be tempted by the sultry starlet. The actor, who starred as motorcycle-riding Michael Carrington, is gearing up to honor his wife, Juliette Mills, at this year's Cinecon in Hollywood during Labor Day weekend. Looking back at his career, the 65-year-old told Fox News Digital it was easy to play Pfeiffer's love interest in the 1982 film. "We did not have the kind of relationship that John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John did in the original film," he explained. "They were so symbiotic, they absolutely loved each other. Michelle and I only had to play being in love. And we both just got married. So, there was no question about any lines being crossed in that regard. Michelle is a bit of a sphinx," he chuckled. "She's always retained a certain mystery." While their relationship on set was strictly platonic, Caulfield said they did bond over the possibility of skyrocketing to international fame, just as Travolta and Newton-John did in 1978. "I think we were both apprehensive about imminent stardom," he said. "We would sometimes talk about how one would handle it, because it's a very real thing to suddenly become world famous. It suddenly means, like everything in life, there's a price to pay." And Caulfield had good reason to think about the possibility of becoming a household name. While teen idols Rick Springfield and Leif Garrett were considered, it was Caulfield who scored the role. And according to reports, even Tom Cruise auditioned at one point. But fate had different plans for Caulfield. When Grease 2 premiered in theaters, it attempted to go toe-to-toe against heavyweights like E.T., Rocky III, and Poltergeist. And tunes like Back to School Again didn't resonate with audiences in June. After it was dismissed by critics, Grease 2 was knocked out cold at the box office. Meanwhile, Pfeiffer went on to star in another film, Scarface, opposite Al Pacino. "When the film didn't take off, I went down with the ship," said Caulfield. "But she rose like a fabulous phoenix." Caulfield admitted it wasn't easy to watch Pfeiffer soar to fame as he struggled to find his way in Hollywood. "I did hope to be embraced by a movie-going audience," he said. "I did aspire to represent a certain mantle of cool that movie stardom bestows upon you. There's just something about achieving that kind of tremendous success. I always say to young actors, be very careful about the first role you do, because that's the role you're going to be asked to play very often, a variation of that for many years of your career." Still, there are no hard feelings toward Pfeiffer, Caulfield insisted. "I hope one day to work with her again," he beamed. "She's a wonderfully generous actress. And look, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, these guys are practically contemporaries of mine, and they still look like $1,000,000, but they are genuine movie stars. They've also held on to their hair. To lose it is the cardinal sin in Hollywood." While Caulfield immersed himself in the theater, he went on to star in The Colbys, a Dynasty spin-off. The series ran from 1986 to 1987, but it wouldn't be until decades later that Caulfield scored an iconic role. Empire Records. "Never heard of it," he joked. "Empire Records is an extraordinary thing. It's up there with Grease 2, in terms of a movie that literally nobody went to see on the opening weekend, but thanks to you kids, you revived it from the graveyard of cinematic bombs and elevated it to genuine cult status. And I did get to play a strutting peacock in that."